Hello everybody and welcome back to this house tutorial. Today I'm gonna be going in and doing the bathrooms, and that's what this video will entitle. Alright, let's get started by taking this roof off. As you can see, last time I did these bedrooms. But then today I'm gonna actually go and do the bathrooms, so this one and this one. Regular and master. Now, one to note about these bathrooms: these are very simple bathrooms, and usually these simple bathrooms will have a single configuration: a bathtub, a toilet, and a vanity sink. So I'm going to do it that way. Now, as basic as it may feel, some people, you got to know how to do like basic things before you can get on to the bigger things. So what you can do is you can start. What you gotta do is start out small and end up big, that sort of thing. Like, you learn to walk before you can learn to run. Or, when you know the basics of like how to make these appliances and stuff, then you can use that to make bigger bathrooms or other things. And this house is pretty basic. That's what the tutorial was anyway. It's not like it's a big fancy mansion. So what I'm doing now is I'm just putting the doorways in. That's the very first thing I do before I start any room, is I usually do the door first. That's what I did. So right here I'm going to put a bathtub. Just take that. Use the move tool up here. Control. Then I'll go up a foot. 1'6". You can also look in my lower right hand side of the screen. You can see the dimensions. And I color it. And the push pull. Usually I just go out 2'6". Standard. 2'6" by 5 is standard. And yet, it's just a basic bathroom. So then what I'll do is I'll make one offset for the hole in the tub, and another offset for the walls of the tub, because obviously you want a backsplash for the shower and everything. You don't want to get it directly on the drywall. Now I usually make the curve on the plumbing side. Other people don't. And I only do that for modeling's sake. I bring this down 1'1". And I just make an arc. And again, whenever I make these things, these are just for the model's sake. It's not like, you can download real stuff, but this is how you keep everything low polygon. And that's how I'm able to put like more complex models. Okay, see what I did is I drew water from here. This is how I can make like bigger models, is because I keep everything very simple. Very simple. Alright, so I take this backsplash. I usually like to bring it up to door height, so there. As you can see, some of the window has been covered, but I will fix that. Because I'll just go back here and push it out there, and then when the time comes, I will go in and fix that. But usually I don't have a window in my bathroom, but I'm trying something new. So yeah. But I have done this before where there is a window, and then I'll just fix it accordingly. Alright, so then now that there is the bathtub, let's make that vanity. Before we do that, let's determine that we have to have at least 2 feet of space here so we can put the toilet. At least 2 feet. So, this is like 5 feet. So then we'll have like 2'6" to be on the safe side. And so then we can still have like 2'8" for the vanity. Again, this is very simple. work very, very simply, so then, you know, because people have been asking me how on earth can I make these grand models that are less than 10 megabytes in the warehouse, and this is my answer right here. Everything is done very simple. I mean, all accurate to scale and everything, but just simple. I mean, you don't see any faucets, you don't see any heads, or you don't see any of that stuff. So what I did was I colored the floor because I'm going to make the baseboards. Or as people like to call it, kick molding. Gee, I can wonder why people call it that, right? You know, I mean, it's by your feet, so then, I mean, whatever. And then, like in any other videos, this isn't any different from any of my other videos in terms of how to do it. And I just bring it up. If I don't remember the height of these, I just hover over them and then it will give me that height automatically. Cool, right? Okay, so now that's done. Put some tile on the floor. Then we'll make the little shoe at the end here. Like how a real vanity is. Real countertops. Why do I keep saying vanity? I'll use some material. My usual favorite is going into stone and making like this kind of like this marbly look to it. You can choose whatever you like though. Now I'm going to actually decorate. Something like that. Bring this out a little bit. Now the height of this is from this top here to the floor here is 2'9", and I bumped it out 1'10", using some standard units whenever, because I mean I know a lot about houses. I've seen a lot of houses. Well, at least enough to know some basic dimensions of the houses. Then as you can see, this is very basic, this sink here. All I did was just make a hole, a circle in the middle, extruded it. Now, people have asked me what the primary purpose for just making this blue is instead of making the bowl. Number one, the bowl takes too much time, and then also it's more space, and also like it doesn't matter when you view it from above, because I mean I look at these at floor plan view sometimes. So, because then what you see are just these like water, then I mean, it's pretty much inevitable that, I mean, that's a bathtub, that's a sink, and I just use water and stuff. Then I color the wall. as you can see. Go ahead and color that too. And when I come out here, make a little line, because you notice how it's like, plenty of space for a toilet now. I'll just make this line in the middle to 0.5 inches. And then actually, because I am so super lazy, I go to the warehouse and type in Google toilet. It gives you a whole bunch of toilets. And then you see toilet 2, right? This toilet 2 actually I find is the best in terms of simple modeling. I mean, it's an accurately done toilet. Props to Google for that. And it is actually simple enough that I can just put it in my model, and it won't really do anything won't do anything to it. But what I like to do is I go in and I clean it up because it has some rough edges. I don't know, I'm one of those people who just, if I can't have it perfect, I get annoyed. I don't know why. It's part of the reason also why some of you see why I edit so many of my models every now and then, is because I find imperfections and they bother me. So I go and fix them. Darn it. Sometimes that will happen and you just have to undo. Control Z. Simple 2 keys. They've been my best friend. Because, whenever we were kids, we were using kid picks. I would always have to go up and go to undo. In case you don't know what kid picks is, there's this 90s program, whenever I used it. It's like a drawing and paint program. So what I did is I just exploded the toilet. You don't have to do this, but I just do anyway. Depends on the complexity of the model at hand. They're not a bad bathroom. Right here, it's for modeling's sake. In real life it'd be done a little differently. I just put this window here. And then also, like I said about perfection, I go in and I clean it up. And then whenever I get to the windows, I'll finish that. But right now, I'll just extrude this out just a bit. Might put like a glass block, 3 glass blocks in it or something. I'll think about it when I work on that. Now as for this is pretty much the same thing. Let me see if they're the same size. Because if that's so, I can just copy and paste. Now this one's a little bigger. So, you already know how I did the toilets and all, so I'm just going to fly through this real quick. Or you can just watch. Okay, now this is going to be a little bigger, so it's going to look a little bit different. Not much different. Okay. Let's go up some. 2'9". And then the baseboards are the same principle. Now, I mean, the reason why I'm actually doing this the bathroom again is just so then you can see it without having to rewind the video. Or I mean, if you want to, if you get it, if it comes to you, you know what I mean. It's up to you if you don't want to watch the rest of it. So we'll just be finishing this bathroom. And again, I mean, as simple as this bathroom is, you can, it just shows you, you know, you can learn how to use some of these components and make better, bigger, better bathrooms that are fancy. Certainly do love that kitchen. Okay. Now these drawers, there's gonna be drawers here. Sorry, I cannot talk today. And again, you see how simple it all is. You see I'm not including handles, and I'm not including faucets, all these nice little nitty-gritties. So, I mean, because sometimes even at this point, other people's computers are slowing down, and they don't know why. This is why. Now, I mean, high quality components are a good thing. Like when you want to put a high class rendering of something, classy rendering of something, it'd be great to have it, you know, and then have it for the time being, or when you're just doing that one room. But doing a whole house, you're gonna have some trouble, and I personally guarantee it. And if you want to upload the components to the warehouse, it depends. You might have a little friction. Oh, in case you're wondering about the placement of this is just in the middle because when I look at it from plan view, it doesn't really matter. Besides it's just SketchUp, so. Now when I want to regain something from a previous component load, I just go to Window, Components, down to In Model. As you can see, there it is, so I don't have to reload it. Just turn it. And you take it from the center and then just drag it. Erase the line. There you go. And also whenever you go back to like Window, Components, In Model, you will see. As you can see, it's my cleaned up modified toilet. Because if I re-download it, I'll have to clean it up again. I don't want to have to do that. As you can see, perfection. And this pretty much sums this video up. It's just how you do basic bathrooms, basic components, how to keep your file size small. I mean, always avoid unneeded if you can. You see, that was relatively quick, too, so. Alright, everybody. I want to tell you, I appreciate you much for watching. Thank you. If you like this video, please rate, comment, subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And thank you for watching. Have a great day. Alright, goodbye, everybody. See you next video.